you a grown-ass man working at Ross? That makes absolutely no sense, okay? Target, Marshalls, like, guys, give it up. Leave these jobs to the kids. Leave these jobs to the teenagers. These are jobs you get in high school, in college. But when
So I can't work at Target. I can't work at Ross. Anything in retail, I can't work in. So a store manager at Walmart has the potential to make over $200,000 a year.
Has the potential to make, but that's not guaranteed.
No. It depends on the market and the store that you're in.
Most definitely.
But from the base, they are making six figures, guaranteed. So you telling me that's not good enough? I work in retail, though. Technically speaking, I work in retail.
See, but here's the thing.
nothing high value about making $70,000 a year. You men that think working for the city is high value, it's actually not, okay? I don't want my husband coming home smelling like trash. You guys need to go get some real careers, okay? Become an entrepreneur, own a Lamborghini or something. Like, you guys driving around here in a Toyota and thinking that you're a high value man, you're absolutely wrong. Stop it. If you want a high value woman like me,
Okay.
you need to switch your career path.
Okay. She don't want a man coming home smelling like trash. Who gonna take out that trash if the man ain't gonna do it?
Somebody got to do it.
If your house get caught on fire, who coming to?
The Tooth Fairy.
If it's a robbery or you get mugged, who's coming to?
Santa Claus. This woman is dumb as hell for saying that we don't need, for saying that these men who pick up our trash and protect us and protect us from fires and run into the burning building are not high value
men.
Come on,
that just don't make no sense.
A lot of times, if a woman's a 4, nowadays the world's gonna treat her like she a 9. It may not be by the men that she won't,
but it's gonna be by
somebody gonna do it.
Somebody gonna do it, and in turn, it's gonna inflate her mind to think
exactly.
that she is that
it's gonna make her think that she's something that she ain't,
and she's gonna demand
and she's gonna require based upon what she thinks she is versus what she actually is.
But can that really be proven, bro?
I was a stripper for about a month and a half. It was before I was saved. I was desperate for rent money. I was like 20, 21, and I went in for like a month and a half. It took me that quick though to figure out like all that's in a strip club is you'll see strippers being like, yo, I made a band and a half, I made 2 bands. And then you go upstairs and you see them riding somebody and then like for $700 and then you realize like, oh, just simply dancing and giving lap dances is not going to give you that type of money at all because there's girls up there who disrespect themselves and like literally sleep for money. A red flag is anybody without a W-2, any type of tax form, any type of job. Like, low key, you're going to have insurance or be able to get insurance. Like, if you want to, like... No, for real. If we're really gonna have a family, like you need to be able to support a family on paper.
Wow, you summed up. And that's what they don't do.
You gotta check the blue, and
they don't hold themselves accountable.
You have to have checks and balances. You'll have police officers abusing their power. It made me really laugh when Chris Rock was talking about the insurrection. Talking about white people. He was like, white people trying to overthrow the country that they run. We got to get them out of there. Who? Us. Boy, I was dying. And who you think was arresting him? But back to blue, right? Back to blue until they're after you, huh? See it getting rewarded.
Ooh.
If you are a black man, and you're growing up in an environment, drug dealers and the hitters and the shooters and the scammers, when they're getting all that motion from the ladies, if you're a man and you want that action, what you gonna do?
You become what you see.
You become what you see is succeeding. They might not be succeeding long term, but they're succeeding enough, and that's all it takes. 6ix9ine made a lot of noise and he was playing.
Right.
But they both, at the end of the day, snitched. They both broke code.
What makes one better than the other?
Exactly, and that's my point.
What do you think?
I hate to say it, but
Because
if we looking at it, calling it what it is, because Gunna's one of us. Picking and choosing, and then expecting the world to respect.
But if that's the case, why R. Kelly ain't making it? So can you really say it's skin color? Because we all denying him. Well, most of us.
Nah,
So-
but we did let him slide for a good minute.
Okay. He not sliding now?
He not sliding now, but look at how long it took. Could argue the same thing for like Jeffrey Epstein, Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby Stein, Ghislaine Maxwell Stein.
Okay, what? Stop. Knock it off. Do you think you can be friends with your past sexual partners?
No.
Hell nah.
I'm gonna say yeah. I'm gonna lie to you.
What? Okay, wait,
I'm gonna say
wait.
yeah.
I
Period.
okay, if you say yes, you have to have a lot of self-control as a person.
100%. You have to know what it is and what it
And
was.
show the best of their capabilities in the beginning. And then, like, after things
call you
get
by your
old,
government.
they're used to the same thing over and over and over, they tend to get bored, and that's when you see the true them. Because it's like, at the beginning of a relationship, everybody does show their best foot forward, but I feel like women
yes, I
tend to
agree.
keep it on longer than men do. Like, men check out of a relationship way faster than a woman does.
Who
But is that
checks
a-
out of a relationship fast?
But is that a good or bad thing though?
It's
would you
bad.
rather it be fast or be long and drawn out?
That is
The
true.
would you rather the facade last for too long or for it to fade away?
I'd rather it not to be a facade because my
Well-
goal is to get married
Well, of
and have
course.
children. My mom was a single mom and she recently got married, and I do feel like had someone would have been there, then like childhood would have been smoother for me. But as for my personal life, when I have my first child, I want to be with that person forever. And for the rest of my life. I always bring up the topic of like a threesome. And I'd be like,
So that wasn't a red flag?
I mean, it was. I just want to say I've been talking to this person for over a year and we haven't had a threesome yet. And so
Why haven't you given in?
I just
Is
said,
it because you want a serious relationship with him?
I mean, it's because I don't want to watch him doing it with somebody else. Like, I feel like I would lose my crap. But the only reason why I said yet is because, like, I was trying to compromise, and I was like, the only way I would do it is if we were out of country, you know, like, we were having fun, met some random chick with an accent, and, like, in her country, and just dip back to America right after. Just dip back to America.
Wait,
Heard
so
what she
why?
said, compromise? Did you hear her?
Why would you want to
I heard
compromise?
compromise and passport.
No. Why would you want to compromise for a man to, like, you know, you don't want to do that, so you don't want to do that. So go find another man who wants to do what you want to do.
Would you rather it be fast or be long and drawn out?
That is
The
true.
would you rather the facade last for too long or for it to fade away?
I'd rather it not to be a facade because my goal is to get married
Well, of
and have
course.
children.
Of course, but in the situation of what we're talking about, I think it's just bad. Period.
I mean, I don't want to, because like so many women get pregnant by a facade and stuff, and like, I really do feel like that. Like, and then like, they're probably 6 months into their pregnancy, and then they figure out like, oh, this dude is not who I thought he was.
Before we do this, what exactly is this gonna be? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna go ahead and da-da-da. And I'm out the door. and when I see you tomorrow, hey, how you doing? Can you all right? How you doing, man? Everything all right?
Like nothing happened.
But you know what? I don't think it's made for everybody. I don't think everybody can do it. I think there has to be a clear understanding. You do have to have a lot of self-control, and you have to just know yourself and know that person, right? And when we did it, it happened, and we were still cool. Like if we was in a room together, you wouldn't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no because I have no self-control. I have no self-control, and I have had multiple friends in the past hit me up, and every time we always have sexual intentions for each other. So no.
And I have my first child. I want to be with that person forever. And for the rest of my life, I've seen stories to where like people do marry a single mom and they don't tend to love the child as much as that they would love their own. So I would much prefer for me to date and seek people that like don't have children, to where we can start our own thing instead of me entering into something that's already been established.
Under the right circumstance, if a woman is special enough, she can get you to break rules, your own rules.
Have y'all ever seen Lions in the Pride? I saw this documentary about a woman lion who accidentally had cubs outside of the pride. She needed to get back into her pride, but the pride king, he will kill her cubs if it's not his cubs, and he'll sniff it out, and if it's not his, he'll kill him, or she'll get exiled.
But imagine that in a human.
Imagine that in a human.
Right. Like, that's messed up.
I wouldn't dare want to peak in high school. If the best part of your life was at a point where you had to ask permission to go in the bathroom,
Damn.
you ain't had much of a life.
Damn, you stooped down to that level, didn't you?
You might as well have just went straight from high school straight to prison. If you got a toilet in your cell, you ain't got to wait. You got a toilet in your cell, you ain't got to wait.
Good point. Damn, though.
I'm just saying,
Ooh-wee.
like that shit peak. High school. I'm be like Soulja Boy when he said Drake. High school.
That's
You peaked in high school.
That's crazy.
The same place where you had to ask permission to go to the restroom.
That's crazy.
The same place where your mama had to ask permission to take you out of school.
No.
Oh no.
No.
The same place where you had to wait on a bell to go to your next spot. The same place where you had to get a free lunch.
Stop. Knock it off. Let's not go there. Knock it off.
Back when you had a bedtime, a curfew.
Wait, nah, I had no damn
You
curfew.
need a curfew.
had a curfew.
Your peak in life was when you had a curfew. You had a curfew. I'm just saying.
Shit.
If you peaking in high school, man, I don't know what you're doing with your life, man. Come on. Sometimes people start life on a high, okay? They fall, and then they need to work their way back up.
That builds character. That builds that helps you create a foundation.
Yeah, it's like, think about the movie Juwanna Mann. You remember, dude in the NBA, hella ego, lost it all over his ego, self-destructed, had to start from the bottom again as a woman. Think about the way that he treated women at the beginning of the movie versus in the end. When he was forced to have to live through their perspective.
Yeah. You're right. That's valid. You're right.
It's all
Changes
things
your
different.
way of thinking.
Oh yeah.
Changes your perspective. Because you got to see what do I always tell people, man? What's my biggest thing? Treat people the way you want to be treated. But one thing we forget to do is to put ourselves in the other person's shoes.
Oh yeah.
How are you being perceived to that person that you're talking to, that you're dealing with? How you think that make that person's feel? Make that person feel. You gotta understand. You gotta read the room and know the individual that you're speaking with.
Oh,
right? Yeah. You think that class reunion can light a fire under some of the people? Can make some of them people course correct and change their course in life? You see?
I think that might be an unspoken purpose.
Really?
I think so. I think that might be part of its design. I think you stop putting benchmarks and you stop rating yourself, when you stop comparing yourself to other people, because there is a healthy way to compare yourself to other people.
You stop doing that, you become complacent.
Exactly. Yeah. And then you don't move forward. And life is like a treadmill. You got to walk to stay in place. You got to run to move forward. But if you stand still, you're going backwards.
Where you get that from? Damn, you just came up with that? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I need your source. Ain't no way. Nah, where you get that from? That shit was, that was like, ooh. Life is like a treadmill. We was talking previously, and you mentioned that a lot of women don't go for the man that they need. They go for the man that they want.
Well, honestly, it just kind of depends upon the woman. Because some women go for the men that they need, some women go for the men that they want. Because a lot of people get too lost in the outside. It's like, oh, well, he has great character. He has everything that I need in a man, except he's not 6 foot tall. He's only about 5'6". Yeah. Or he does everything that I need him to do. And see what I feel and what I know is that a lot of women will turn down a lot of good men because they don't have the attributes that they want, knowing that they have the attributes that they need. If a dude is paying for it directly and getting it, okay, and he's a simp, so you're gonna lump him in the same category as the dude for the foodie call? I don't see how those two equate. Cause at least he getting it. They came to an understanding. She could have just took his money and run. He still got it.
Other than the apps, do you think we've built in an environment where it's so important to be with somebody, to have, you know what I'm saying, to be in a relationship? That's what people look for?
Well, a lot of people get their minds wrapped around the prestige of being in a relationship. They get wrapped around the idea of a relationship, but not what a relationship actually is. They're good with
image.
the title, the image. Everybody wants the job title, but nobody wants the position.
I do the work to get the position.
They don't even want to do the work.
They don't even want to do the work.
They don't even want to do the work.
Man,
a lot of them feel entitled to that. Hey, I was entitled to that promotion. You know what I'm talking about.
Because all the work I did or did not do. You right.
Did or did not.
You right. No cap.
The problem is we have too many options. We have the conundrum of choice. So if somebody fails in one attribute, we kick them to the curb, on to the next.
Because we have too much access. Huh?
Back in the day, you had to pick from your own community for the most part. Nowadays, you can get on a dating app. You can get on Tinder. You can get on Plenty of Fish. You can get on OkCupid, whatever. Meet Me. What got all these apps, right? There's so much access, and you can put yourself in any town. Like I got experience with this. I can be in one city, set up, meet up with a female in a whole nother city.